What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Salute to everyone tuning in. I want to talk about Madonna, man. Madonna is really going through a crisis. This is a woman who's out here. Listen, I don't talk about, people's looks or anything like that. I'm not that type of guy to hark on how a person look. But Madonna's out here looking bad, okay? And she's embarrassing herself over and over and over again. And what she does is she not only is she changing the way her face looks, but she's also out here dating younger men. Now, apparently she was in this relationship with a guy by the name of Andrew Darnell for about, 5 or 6 months. He's 23, she's 64. Y'all notice there's no fake outrage either about how she's too old for him. If it was a 64-year-old guy and a 23-year-old female, man, we'd be having all types of Twitter think pieces and articles written with people being fake outraged. But this situation, I guess because it's Madonna, a lot of people are giving it a pass. Now, Madonna's somebody, once again, who I believe is in crisis. This is a woman who will not age gracefully. She continues to do more and more to her face to try to look a certain way. That's what happens when you have bad genetics, I guess. Or you're just somebody who's been having surgery so much that you get addicted to it. And there's a lot of young women, unfortunately, who are in their 20s and 30s who are getting surgeries constantly. And they look nowhere near the way that they looked prior, because that's what happens when you have no confidence in yourself and you don't understand that you're only going to be young for a certain amount of time and then you're going to start to age. And a lot of these women don't want to age gracefully. They think they're going to look good forever. See, when you play games and you think that you're always going to have your looks to rely on, that's not true. I just wish women would understand this. No matter what plastic surgeon you go to, you're not going to continuously look the way that you did. Let's say if you're in your 50s, even in your 60s. There ain't a lot of Angela Bassett's. Angela Bassett has aged gracefully and she still looks really good. Body wise, face wise, she still looks the same way she did 20 years ago. You know why? Because she hasn't been, first, she's melanated. Melanated women age better. They look better at a later age than Caucasian women. That's just facts. Caucasian women get mad all they want to, but y'all don't look good when you get older. A lot of y'all you age poorly. That's why you go to plastic surgeons. That's why you get injections in your face. Look at Kim K. I mean, she's not necessarily Caucasian, but she has those Caucasoid genetics because she has been getting work done on her face for years. And now her younger sister is doing the same thing. And with Madonna, a woman who's 64, she constantly is, and you could tell she's been getting surgery for a while, and she's really gotten it to the point to where she's on this award show and she just looks nowhere near the way that she did early in her career. I'm not saying she would, but she just looks like a completely different person. That's what happens when you can't age gracefully, when you got to go run to plastic surgeons to fix your face. And you wonder why your relationships are going to fail. This guy got a bag and got out of there because he didn't want to be with her too. No, this reminds me of when, I don't know if y'all remember it. Y'all remember when Madonna kissed Drake on stage? I believe he was sitting and she kissed him and he looked like he wanted to, he looked sick to his stomach, like he wanted to throw up. And that was that had to be maybe 7 or 8 years ago, maybe. She's somebody that's constantly, you can tell, has been dealing with problems as far as aging is concerned. So let's get into it. This is from metro.co.uk. The Vogue hitmaker 64 was dating model Andrew Darnell, who was 23, but according to reports, they've called time on their romance just after 5 months. It said their relationship was only a casual thing and the star isn't wallowing in pity following their breakup. It was only a very casual thing with Darnell, so she's not brokenhearted, a source said. Of course she isn't, because there's always going to be young male models that needs a woman to trick off on them. I told y'all, women are some of the biggest tricks out there. Nobody tricks off more than these Western women. They added to page 6. It's just that it has come at a bad time. The insider went on to claim that Madonna has had a bit of a crisis with her confidence over recent weeks, which her love split hasn't helped with. I mean, of course, you know, she's going on this award show and she looks hideous. And I can see where the crisis is coming from. You know, when you refuse to age gracefully, when you keep going through surgery, trying to rearrange your face to look younger, of course, you're going to have a crisis of confidence. She's a 64-year-old woman who refused to be a 64-year-old woman. And I'm not saying she can't date younger men. If she can date who she wants, but a lot of women these days have no confidence in themselves because they are in competition mode. Madonna's still out here trying to compete with these younger women and she's failing at it. That's why she has a crisis of confidence. She's out here trying to compete with these younger women. It's too many of you elder heifers who are out here trying to compete with these younger women. Age gracefully. Find a man that wants to be with you at your age. A lot of you women refuse to do that, so you think that you're going to be able to compete with these younger women, and you're not doing a good job with it. So that's why she's having a crisis of confidence. She's too busy trying to compete with these younger women with her bad genetics. She had a lot of fun with Andrew, but it was never love or anything like that. Of course. Madonna began dating Andrew shortly after they met on the set of a photo shoot. Shortly after the Material Girl split from former backup dancer Ala Malik Williams. She was first linked to Andrew in September after they were spotted kissing at a bash in New York City, with a source saying at the time that the pair were being openly affectionate all night. However, it seems they weren't built to last. With regards to the rumors of her confidence crisis, Madonna recently made it very clear that she has no time for all the speculation about what plastic surgery she might have gotten. Well, it seemed like you've gotten some. I mean, come on, man. Listen, man. A lot of you women, y'all better stop going to plastic surgeons seeking quick fixes, because what happens with a quick fix is that you're never quite able to fix your psyche. Your psyche is going to get damaged. When you're out here and you're getting all this work done, you can't fix your psyche. And if you're constantly worried about how people feel about how you look, and you're out here trying to compete with these younger women, of course, there's going to be problems there. And you need to address it. Take it to Instagram. Earlier this month, she addressed the buzz about her appearance after the Grammys, where she made a surprise appearance to introduce Sam Smith and Kim Petras' performance. Alas, Madonna was left upset that there were more comments about her appearance than there were about her tribute to Sam, who is non-binary, and Kim, who's a trans woman, ahead of their historic set. Instead of focusing on what I said in my speech, which was about giving thanks to the fearlessness of artists like Sam and Kim, many people chose to only talk about close-up photos of me taken with a long lens camera by a press photographer that would distort anyone's face, she penned. Once again, I am caught in the glare of ageism and misogyny that permeates the world we live in. Of course, let's blame ageism and misogyny for the fact that you don't look right. It ain't just that particular photo. There are plenty of the photos of you, recent photos of you, Madonna, and you look the same in those photos. You just, you look distorted. So is every camera that you're taking these photos in distorted? Madonna complained that she lived in a world that refuses to celebrate women past the age of 45 and feels the need to punish her if she continues to be strong-willed, hard-working, and adventurous. Well, listen, nobody has any problem with that. Older women don't get any smoke. Older women get the benefit of the doubt. It's older men who are constantly being shamed and criticized, and people trying to investigate them because they're dating women who are younger than them, especially adult women over the age of 20, some 19 or even 18. I'm not the one to go out here chasing behind no 18 or 19-year-old girl, but there are guys that like, girls at that age when they are in their 30s or 40s or even in their 50s. And y'all do everything y'all can to try to make those men feel bad. Nobody has any smoke for older women. Older women can't get out of their own way. They're so concerned about how people see them and view them. They're so concerned with trying to compete with other women that they're out here dating younger men who don't even want them like that. This relationship was 5 months because she realized that he wasn't really checking for her like that. He was only with her because of who she was and what she has. Probably asked the dude she probably would ask, I'm just my opinion, I bet she would ask him every day, does he find her attractive? The Like a Prayer songstress added that she felt degraded since rising to fame, but says she's happy to do the trailblazing so that all women behind me can have an easier time in the years to come. Well, they need to stay out of the, getting the surgeries and getting the injections. I mean, they'll be just fine. Stop getting the surgeries and the injections, because you're going to be in your 60s like Madonna, still trying to get work done because you want to compete with younger women. She ended her rant with a nod to Beyonce's hit, assuring haters that they won't break her soul. Well, I mean, good for Madonna. I just want Madonna to understand this. I don't think people are looking for reasons to dislike her. I just think Madonna got to understand that we can see what you look like, and we can see that you're getting work done. We can see that, you're doing things to get attention. You're being mocked. 50 Cent has mocked her repeatedly, and she puts herself in these situations. There's nobody else that's doing that. She's doing this to herself. She's the one still out here, once again, trying to compete with women, younger women, instead of her trying to compete with herself as far as happiness. Y'all are the ones who are out here trying to be who you were when you were in your 20s or even in your 30s, when you're in your 60s. You need to age gracefully. But a lot of these women don't, because they thought they were going to be beautiful forever. They thought they were going to be attractive forever. They thought they were always going to have the options that they want. And that's just not happening. So they got to lash out and talk about ageism and misogyny. Ageism did not make, well, I'm saying it didn't, but comments on Instagram is not what it could have been, but it did not. You got the work that you got done on your body and face, most so on her face, because you want to compete with younger women, and you're mad at everybody for pointing that out. You're mad at everybody for pointing that out. So let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.